Hi, this is Danny. I'm about to demonstrate for you what I think is the most amazing piece of video editing software that I've ever seen. It's called Descript. So what I've done prior to this point is I've created an intro using a stock voice that's actually provided by this program. I think you'll get the idea of why I picked this voice, because it starts speaking 3 immortal, iconic words. And then I have a little bit of video that plays under the voice. So what I'm going to do now, though, is I've created a piece of video of me talking, and I'm going to drag that into the system. And it's adding the file. And now it's asking me if I want to transcribe it. So when I click this button, it's going to transcribe the file. It says it'll be ready in a few minutes. I'll just put in my name, that I'm the speaker. So this program is going out into the web, onto their servers, and it's transcribing the words of what I've said. Hello, everybody. This is Danny. Today, I want to share with you my favorite line of dialogue from one of the most iconic movies of all time, The Godfather. Woman, stop interrupting me. Can't you see that I'm trying to do some work here? Just leave me alone, okay? Back to what I was saying. The original Godfather movie is arguably the best movie ever made, with amazing characters and unforgettable dialogue. Today, I'd like to focus on one line that I think is my favorite. The line I like best is when Clemenza says, "Leave the gun, take the cannoli." Did you know that the actor who played Clemenza, Richard Castellano, was one of the highest paid actors in the film, as he already was much more well known than most of the other actors in the film? Thanks for taking the time to listen to my thoughts.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Okay, so I've put my video and audio into Descript, and there is a transcription here visible on the screen. So now we're going to make some changes, make some corrections. We're going to fix it up. We're going to start with shorten word gaps. So I'm going to say any word gaps longer than 1 second, shorten them to half a second. And it's actually selected in the film. See, it's done it. So what I'm going to do down here. Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm going to click apply to all, and it's going to shorten 8 word gaps. Okay, now the other thing is there was once or twice where I used the word I wasn't meditating. I used the word So we're going to remove filler words. And there, cut that So I'm going to say apply to all. So it deleted one selection. So what we're making adjustments to the video based on the transcript. So you may ask, what's going to happen to the video? Well, what will happen is these spots are being removed, and in the sense of the video, you're going to have a jump cut. Basically, it's going to go from before the to after the take it out. Now, here's another thing. I have my little fake outburst. Woman, stop interrupting me. Okay, back to what I was saying. I've highlighted all of this text. Now let's see what I can do here. I'm going to delete it. So I'm going to cut. It's gone. So now it says the most iconic movies of all time, The Godfather, the original Godfather movie, etc. So let's take that. Now, here's the last thing I want to do. I just remembered, and you will not believe that this program can do this. I didn't until I saw it myself. Down here it says the line I like best is when, not one, when Clemenza says, leave the gun, take the cannoli. Okay, so I've gone through the text, and it says the line I like best is, and then I talk about Clemenza and his line. Well, I've changed my mind. I want to say the best line is the one where Don Corleone says, I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. So what I've done is I've removed that other text and made a bit of space where I can type in some new text. So here's what I'm going to type. When Don Corleone, gotta spell it right, says, I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Did you know that Marlon Brando refused his Oscar? So I'm just going to say that. Okay, so I've made changes to the text. But you may ask, what the hell's that got to do with the video or the audio? How is the audio going to line up to this? All right, well, listen. Here's what I'm going to do. What I do here, this text that's in blue, that's called an overdub. And I spent half an hour reading my voice into the computer, into this program, so they could get an idea of how I speak and what I say. So I've put the cursor back here at the word today. And, okay, I'm going to play it. Here goes. Today, I'd like to focus on one line that I think is my favorite. The line I like best is when Clemenza says, leave, when Don Corleone says, I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Did you know that Marlon Brando refused his Oscar? Thanks for taking the time to listen to my thoughts. Oh my goodness, can you believe that? That was not me. That was the computer. It perfectly reproduced my voice. Can you imagine what you can do with that? If you're doing a podcast, now obviously for watching video, you can't change the movement of my lips. But what if I'm doing a voiceover on a video while you're watching the screen? And I didn't like what I said, and I want to change it. Or I totally changed my mind right here. Oh my goodness. Did that not sound like me? I didn't say that. The computer did that. I'm speechless. This is the first time I've heard this, and I didn't know it was going to be that good. What can I say? So there you go, man. That is incredible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording, and I'm going to put the whole thing together and play it as a whole.
In a world where faces are deep-faked, can the same be done with your voice? Can a computer accurately recreate your voice? Can video be edited based on a transcript of what was said? These questions and more will be answered by the crypto dumbass.
Hello, everybody. This is Danny. Today, I want to share with you my favorite line of dialogue from one of the most iconic movies of all time, The Godfather. The original Godfather movie is arguably the best movie ever made, with amazing characters and unforgettable dialogue. Today, I'd like to focus on one line that I think is my favorite. The line I like best is when Don Corleone says, "I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse." Did you know that Marlon Brando refused his Oscar? Thanks for taking the time to listen to my thoughts.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.